This is Atlanta's new underground station.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Donnell Jones.
Yo, this is Daddy-O, the original Stetsasonic crew.
It's your girl Trina.
How y'all doing? This King Malachi.
What's up? It's your boy, your folk, Doodoo Brown, Doo Breezy, Foshi.
WBS 87 Atlanta, WAEN FM Atlanta, WBHH, and on iHeartRadio, home of the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the Wake Up Ladies. Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
A Reach One communications station.
Download the TuneIn app to hear Beat Break 87 FM on your mobile device and listen to the Beat Break Morning Show. Weekday mornings only on Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
Hi, Mark Bott, the founder of Operation KidSafe. Volkswagen of Marietta presents Operation KidSafe Child Safety Day. Mark your calendar now. Saturday, June 9th from 10 to 3, parents will get a lifetime free Amber Alert digital safety form for their child. It's ready to handle law enforcement in an emergency. Fun, family, and safety at Volkswagen of Marietta, 1860 Cobb Parkway South in Marietta. More information, go to VolkswagenofMarietta.com or their Facebook page.
He has performed on stage in front of thousands of poetry lovers. He has sold out shows and rocked the crowd with the best poets in the industry. Welcome to the stage, spoken word artist Patrick Duncan, better known as the Preacher Man.
I am Benjamin P. Montgomery. I invented a goat propeller. I am the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela.
Critically acclaimed spoken word artist, poet, writer, and the creator of Black on Purpose poetry TV series Wordplay. Patrick the Preacher Man Duncan is coming to a venue near you.
Why is the only time we can come together as a nation is when there are acts of insanity, chaos, or devastation.
Stay tuned to Beat Break 87 FM for updates on Patrick Duncan's upcoming arrival to your city. Visit cdbaby.com/CD/Patrick S. Duncan to order his latest album, What's Going On. Available online, including CD Baby and iTunes.
I want this high to have no affiliation to a political party. I want this high to be spiritual.
For more info, go to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
A storage tank ruptured, and for miles, chemicals were pushing up against the riverbanks.
This was a big, big deal, and it was going to have a serious impact on communities up and down the river.
I remember the moment this local guy came up to me and said, "They call the guard out for this stuff?"
You probably thought we were all about hurricanes, tornadoes, fighting Mother Nature.
Hey, it's a chemical spill. It's a disaster.
It affects the water supply, threatens wildlife.
We're talking about the health of entire communities and people's livelihoods.
You bet we're ready for these kinds of things.
We were out there with booms to prevent the spill from expanding.
We were responsible for protecting and monitoring the sensitive wetlands.
I also remember the moment that same guy came up to me and said, "I don't know what we would have done if they hadn't called the guard up."
Learn more about how you can protect your friends, families, neighbors, and the environment. Everything that makes up your community. Go to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Georgia National Guard. Aired by the Georgia Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Beat Break 87 FM wants to help you get the word out on your next community event.
Hey, do you have an upcoming public service announcement that you want listeners to know about? Well, email us the info to psabeatbreak87@gmail.com so we can help spread the word. That's psabeatbreak87@gmail.com. If your event flyer has the words nonprofit, community, support, charity, and just describes everything about helping our community, please share the special event right here on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
Listen to The Gospel Train with Clifford English, streaming live on Sunday mornings on BeatBreakRadioFM.com Hear it on demand on the Spreaker app under Beat Break 87 FM.
It's going down in the ATL. The hottest and livest mix show with the best in hip-hop and R&B. Beat Break hosted by Sean Garvey. Follow us on twitter.com/BeatBreakRadio.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Good morning, Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the Wake Up Ladies. We are the Beat Break Morning Show. Carol D on the ones and twos. We got the remix crew in the building. And shout out to everybody checking in with us on Facebook and on Instagram Live at Beat Break Radio and at Sean Garvey. Shout outs to Tamala checking in. Shout outs to Dennis checking in. And also shout outs to Eric checking in as well. We were having some offline comments.
And shout out to Brittany. Shout out to Brittany.
She ain't checking in, no.
She ain't checking in, though.
She asleep.
Checking out.
She asleep. She's out. Big shout out to Brittany. I love the conversations that we have offline and off the air because we were talking about dating. We were talking about my dating here on the remix about a certain young lady that they thought I was going to holler at, and I didn't. And I will admit I didn't holler at her in that kind of fashion, but I was getting some dating advice. Now, Big D classified me as laid back. Women are not into laid back dudes.
Not at all.
So do you consider Donald Glover laid back?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you do know a lot of women are digging Donald Glover.
He got money.
So it's different. He got money.
Let's not get it twisted. Black women hate Donald Glover. Because once that picture came out with him and that white chick walking down the street,
okay.
they
I would
really
say
don't
I would definitely say who when you asked him that how would I know? How would he know? Because you seem like a more passive guy doesn't mean that you're laid back in terms of dating and going after the things that you want. And when it comes to that, I think that he's going after the things that he wants. And so I personally think that in terms of what Dee's talking about with laid back, you can be a laid back person in general, but you need to be aggressive in terms of going after what you want.
Do you like laid back men when it comes to dating?
Laid back in terms of easygoing, or
in terms of to the relationship?
I would definitely want a guy to be in the driver's seat because I think that most of my friend circles and even at work, I'm an alpha female. I definitely would like a guy to be in the driver's seat in terms of doing that. Now, of course, I think that there's some things that I can lead for or either help guide, but I don't, in terms of like dating with driving, I do think that the guy, I would like the guy to be in the driver's seat, and I'm more the directional person or still giving the person, giving like that guidance.
Be more assertive.
Being assertive.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
All right, DJ, how do you like your man? You like your man to come up and be like, look, I'm coming up in here. I'm taking you out. I want you to be ready at such and such a time. Be ready. We going out. We going to have some fun.
I like for men to be assertive, but also I do like laid back in a way.
That's after he got you, though, right?
Right.
After
like you chilling. Like
after you get it, you can be laid back.
Right.
But they don't want no suave bolo dude when you trying to get your holler on, when you just knowing her, because that's the quickest way to the friend zone. I promise you. And what do we always say, Gerald? Once a dude gets in the friend zone, that's it. You can never get out the friend zone. Never.
And I've listened to the remix a lot of times, and you have this thing called Valentine's Hate, right, with Brittany. And there was a time when I heard you say, you went on there and you said you have a lot of these women out here that pass up on their blessings because they pass up. Like, what if that good guy happened to have some lady be assertive, aggressive?
You should have been assertive.
You gotta be, you're a good guy, you gotta be assertive. Still gotta be assertive.
Yeah, the thing is, that's why dudes got it going on in the friend zone, and they chasing after Deontay with the dreads and the wife beater and the tattoos because Deontay is willing to choke her ass on the first date.
Exactly.
No, I'm talking about it in a good way.
Nobody choking me on the first date.
I'm talking about it in a good way.
good way.
I'm talking about the good old choking.
Maybe the good way. I think I don't think many girls like push up. I
No.
know a girl. I know one that is more dominant, and I don't know why, but she kind of likes that. But I don't most girls like a pushover, especially when it comes to a dude.
There's a difference between a cold freak and a dominant chick.
Yeah, she's a control freak.
Like I said, a dominant chick.
I mean, like even in like size wise, like she's like she's more
size
dominant.
matters.
And also he likes I know his dating pattern. He likes like girls
fat chicks.
He likes
not
what?
Fat chicks. He likes girls that are like more dominant. Because I went to high school with him. I went to college with him. I know his wife. It makes sense now.
What? He got married?
Mm-hmm. Got married, yeah.
And she the dominant chick?
Seems like it. And then I think that at times she gets mad, though, because he's not as, And I'm just like, well, y'all, you got married.
She beating him.
Did he take her last name?
No, she took his.
There's some domestic violence going on in that relationship.
You know what?
And I bet you she got a side
surprised.
dude. I bet you she got a side dude.
She probably don't got
No,
a side
because
dude.
one thing is,
she's my line sister. I'll give you some background.
Huh?
She's my line sister. So
Okay, now she got a side dude that's probably a
She
signal.
line sister. She don't cheat.
She probably, I don't know. Given like the circumstances, she probably would.
Damn.
But I don't think that she, like cheeks like that. I think that she.
Oh, cheeks like that. So
I don't think she would even want to. I'll say that. I don't think
No.
she would even want to.
Instead of 3 times a year, it's just once a year. Yeah.
Keep it real. I'm sorry. I know you wanted to be in the cut. We don't do that here.
It's okay.
How would you be with a dude that you could just push over? Like everything that you say he does. It's fun in the beginning. It's fun in the beginning. Keep it real. How long that you could do that with a dude without you getting bored and without you cheating?
Yeah, I don't want you to just do everything I say.
Yeah.
But at least listen to me and take certain things and we can negotiate, but not just, I just tell you, yes ma'am, yes, I do whatever you want. No, I don't want that.
Because I promise you, sometimes you just need to just go in the house. There's no words. Just throw over your shoulder, caveman style. Take her upstairs, throw her on the bed.
Caveman style.
And do what you got to do. Especially if she ain't even expecting that. Woo.
7 days.
I promise you. Because, like I said, after you, I don't want to say get the drawers.
You said.
But after you been with her for a minute, and then you can be laid back, but don't be too laid back. Like I said, you can be in a relationship and still be in the friend zone. Let's not get it twisted. Because I promise you,
How can you be in a relationship and still be in the?
Because he'll be at home Wednesday night, the girl be out moving sprints. Messing with another dude, and they going somewhere to get coffee afterwards, and then she rolling up in the crib at 1 o'clock in the morning, knowing good and damn well Sprint was over at 8:30.
1 o'clock in the morning.
And so his stupid ass is still sitting in front of the TV, staying up to make sure she get home safe. So yeah, you can't be too passive, man. Especially girls, and I wish Brittany was here, because Brittany will tell you that women are supposed to be pursued, and the harder you pursue them, the more they like it. According to me, anyway. So if you let them know that you interested for real, and you make concessions to show them, you pretty much damn near get any girl you want to. Damn near.
Well, there's 2 women, and we talked about this offline. There's 2 women, and actually, one of them is going to be on the morning show real soon, in a couple of weeks. And at the Atlanta Comedy Theater, I won't say her name, but we went out, we hung out. I don't know, I just got, to me, I thought I got more of a friendly vibe from her than the next level, but this is breaking news to me, because this sister talked to you all, and you was asking her how everything went, and I guess supposedly she was, I don't know, feeling me or something.
You gotta make it happen, man.
That's what I'm saying. Did you put your arms around her when you was at the club?
Make it happen. You can't just be
did you let everybody know that she's with you?
Yeah. The comedian assumed that she was with me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she did look good though.
What'd you say after that?
You figure, the comedian said, "Yo, that's your girl." You like, tear that ass up when we get out of here. Yeah, you say it with some bass in your voice, and she gonna like, "Ooh, is he really?" All right, then put your arm around her. Let everybody know that she's with you that night.
Yeah, it would have been good. You over there wide open.
That's what I'm saying.
It's wide open for you.
Yeah, I will say more than not, girls do like people.
But see, the one thing that a lot of people are missing about me, and I'm airing my own dirty laundry on the morning show this morning. I can have some player tendencies in me because I am actually talking to one sister right now. I am, and another person on the side. That's why I asked which one. That's when Big D asked me which one earlier.
Which one?
So I guess right now I'm in a situation of, like, okay, I'm talking to this woman, her, and I want to get to know more about her. I just don't want to be that brother that gets caught up. You know what I mean?
Caught up how?
Caught up with so many women, and
dude.
As long as you're just clear about what your intent,
and you know what?
It's all good.
Tell them both.
Yeah.
Tell them both.
As long as
tell
your
her you
intent is
dating
very
her
clear.
and tell her you dating somebody else. Because one thing I've learned, and I wish I knew this, you can get so much ass just by telling the truth.
Yes, that's true.
You will be surprised how much
so
ass you
true.
can get from telling the truth instead of playing games. Because the thing is, you tell her that you dating her, then you tell her that you dating somebody else, and you let that other person know that you dating somebody else. Now, the choice is on them. You've been honest. If they want to keep going, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too.
Right.
But you were totally honest. And then the chicks love honesty like that. And then you be getting them 1 o'clock in the morning calls. WID.
I will say that is definitely honesty is policy, especially if you are dating, like, and you want to get to know people, you're interested in getting to know different people, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Now, if you've been to this one girl, we together, like, this is what we are. If y'all have had that talk, then that's a little different. But I mean, I still feel like you can still be honest if that's not what you want to do. Like you said, I think more with honesty than.
I don't picture you as a player. Let's just be. I'm just gonna put it out there. So where did these player tendencies come from? Because I never pictured that.
Player tendencies.
He got these 2 girls, man. If he tell the truth, he'll call them player.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of them is bi-curious, so.
You're going to have both of those chicks that you like, you're going to get them together, and she going to leave you for her. Chick. Because like I said, the thing about a bi-curious chick, there's always going to be another woman in the picture.
So always. So when you are interested in a lady, then what's your approach? Like when you really are interested, then what is your approach?
My approach, like just going up to her, just sparking a casual conversation. Keyword casual conversation.
Yeah, I mean, is that your approach? What is the approach?
My approach is just, I just want to get to know you. You know.
Say that.
I did say that.
No, you said you can't say that.
That's the friend zone. Is that the friend zone flag right there?
Is that the friend zone flag?
Yeah, especially your first thing. Can I get to know you? No.
I didn't ask. I just said I want to get to know you. That's not a question.
I don't think that's a bad thing. It really depends on how they feel about you. Because you can't, in the beginning, come out and just be like, I really want to smash you. You want to go to dinner?
Yeah, I mean,
but but a certain way, along the way, you want to be honest about your situation and how all the other stuff. But in the very beginning, first you trying to date somebody, I would imagine you would go up to them and say, I'd like get to know you a little better, because you want to know them a little better before you even go to smash. Maybe you don't want to smash after you get to know that they're crazy and they may be a stalker, and you don't want that in your life. So
maybe some men like that in their life. Cause some people say,
my last 2 years, my last 2 kids killed themselves. They come over tonight.
You like?
Yeah, because sometimes the dudes be like, the crazier the chick, the better the sex.
Nah.
Yeah.
Actually, I did date one that was pretty crazy, and it was pretty good.
And he couldn't leave because the sex was just insane.
Yeah,
like I said, we've all
it ended tragically.
Jared has been with his wife since he was 16.
Chicks, and that's what makes the sex like that. But I don't believe that. A crazy girl.
See, somebody done called your ass crazy. You just don't know it.
Everybody, I always say everybody has a dose of craziness in them. Like some people's a little bit more tame, or it takes a little bit, different things to get it out. But I think that everybody has some some level of crazy in them. Right?
Women?
Yeah. Definitely.
Hey, Brittany, you got some crazy in you? Huh?
Now, that Brittany, who we were talking about earlier, I think she probably has level 8 crazy.
So what's yeah. So what's your crazy in you?
I haven't the craziest thing that I did. I think that I'm pretty level-headed. However, I think that I can't do. I was having this conversation the other day with somebody. I was like,
"What about it?
Now the craziest I've done. I'll do.
Why you ain't here?
I'll do a drive-by. I've done some drive-bys before.
It's 7:55.
I've called from a different number, but I've never slashed tires or broken windows. I thought about it once, but
that's a little much. Called from a different number?
That is a lot.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
Especially if you call from your number and he didn't answer, you call 3 seconds later from another number just to see he answered.
But sometimes it works though. It really.
I done texted you at 7:57. You haven't replied by 7:57 in 30 seconds. This relationship is over. Go to hell. Come get your shit.
Right. Exactly.
Now, I got to credit Big D, since we're on the subject of dating, and we'll move on from that. I got to credit Big D, because one night, he put me on blast, and what Big D was trying to do was he was trying to hook me and Tierra up live on the radio.
I don't think I was trying to hook y'all up.
Yes, you was. Now, you remember the story.
Because you called in, we were talking, and you shot your shot over the phone.
I said, this is Tierra Stalker, Sean Garvey.
But that was after. That was after you had already shot your shot. That was after. But when you initially
shot, on the show, yeah, I think he came.
You came on the show, but then you left, but you kept listening, and then you called in because.
No, that was a totally different show.
I think that was a totally different show.
Totally different show when he called up, because you remember we was talking about him, and on cue he called.
Yeah.
Called right on cue to talk about this is Tierra stalking. First of all, you never gonna get no ass calling yourself a stalker. We just go ahead and put that out there right now. That's not even a good pickup line.
It was a joke, ladies.
You so fine, I stalk you. No, that's how
no. Yeah, that's not a good opening line.
Calling yourself stalkers.
You better off saying I want to get to know you.
You better off saying I'd rather smash. I want to smash for real.
So all I want.
Funniest part about it is, if you fine enough, you got enough confidence, you can go up to a girl like that. Shit, 75% of the time she'll be with it, because sometimes that's all they want. As long as you got protection, hey, because it's about to be cuffing season.
Yeah,
it actually
still 90 degrees, but it's coming.
Oh my God, Mother Nature!
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be fall.
It's fall next week. It's gonna get.
It's gonna be fall in December.
December, yeah. Fall comes mid-December.
Yeah, but
Mother Nature, you're an evil hooker.
But cuffing season is coming up.
Cuffing season, okay.
I think it's scouting time for all y'all folks out there. Y'all need to be hanging out at Sound Table with JC.
Shouts out to JC, class of 88. Tomorrow night, Sound Table.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
you having your reunion too?
Huh?
You having your reunion too?
Oh, I had my reunion back in June.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Tierra. She's about to have her 10-year high school reunion.
Yes.
Nah, don't clap for that shit. What's wrong with
that?
Why not?
It's been a long time.
I promise you.
It's been a long time.
No. 10 years.
I heard it just gets faster after 10 years. Then I'm going to look up and be like, oh my God, 30 years? And then D, that's going to be, yeah. I ain't even going to, yeah.
Wow.
I keep telling her she gonna be old one of these days. And I swear to God, I hope I'm around to see it. Cause she be lobbing them old jokes, boy.
Oh yeah.
You know, I have to do all the old jokes I can before I get to 30 with y'all.
Hey, my mother-in-law said, just keep living.
Right? You heard that bullshit, right? Before she gets to 30.
Look, I'm running out of time. But I still got about a year or so left.
My mother-in-law always says, just keep living. Just keep living.
It's gotten so bad, she been throwing old jokes at Brittany, and Brittany used to be the youngest one on the show.
It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
All right, I want to thank you all for coming out. We're going to have a good time tonight. Hope you brought your dancing shoes. We're going to set the stage. AJ, you got that verse, right? We're going to drop it on the count of 3, right?
Do you know we go back like gold ropes and Kangos? We the perfect match like the same clothes. But am I wrong? Cause I'm trying to get you down to a thong and do something that belong over on her and bros. Most of these also do it for the clicks, but you do it in bed to uplift. Fly clothes, but I'm trying to get you at them. Just got your hair done, but right now that's looking like a challenge. Let's sweat it out. What you about? You got dry. You whip it out. You can tell that I'm nasty. Need a threesome with my girl in Vashti. In my kingdom where we make love madly for charity. You can give me brain for the clarity. Need it like marry me.
You so fly, can I take the time and rap to you if you don't mind? Don't mind, no. Come on, girl, let me take your hand. I promise you enjoy the ride. Wanna ride with me? Wanna do some things to you. If you let me close to you, let me blow your mind. Blow your mind, let's go. Do something like that, better or worse. Just let me groove with you one night.
Oh yeah, I remember you. I've been digging you. Told you come through with a friend or two. But your girl wanna know when, why, where, who. All them questions, girl, this ain't an interview. Good for your body like vitamins and minerals. So let me slide in the middle like an interlude. Used to wanna have a jet beauty of the week. Now I'm fly as a jet, getting booty all week. Mind always going, so it's hard for me to sleep. Cause instead of doing you, I'm doing something unique. Used to rap in the hallway at Fall Creek. Now my schedule booked up, baby, I'm a geek. I ain't tryna hear how your brows on fleek. But rather if you down, then I'm hoping you a freak. If you choosing, I'll take it to the house like a lease. If not me, then I'm Gandhi, yelling peace.
And you so fly, can I take the time? Can I take it? Rap to you if you don't mind. Cause I don't mind, no. Come on, girl, let me take your hand. I promise you enjoy the ride. Gonna ride with me. Wanna do some things to you. If you let me close to you, let me blow your mind. Blow your mind. Oh. Do something like that, better or worse. Just let me groove, baby. One night. Let's go. All right, let's break it down now. All right, now all my dudes that's looking too cool in the back, I need you to step forward. All the girls are sitting down at the bar, y'all look fly. Put your drinks down, step to the dance floor with your best move. I'ma tell the drummer to give me some. We gon' hit it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit it.
The Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, and the Wake Up Ladies. The only morning show where you can wake up next to more than just one woman. Atlanta's Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.
Listen to the Random Select podcast with Mario Watts, weekdays from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Beat Break 87 FM and BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Tune your radio.
Tune in.
Now.
You can tune in to this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world. Check it out at TuneIn.com.
Or your app store.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by Wrfg'S.com. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
He has performed on stage in front of thousands of poetry lovers. He has sold out shows and rocked the crowd with the best poets in the industry. Welcome to the stage, spoken word artist, Patrick Duncan, better known as the Preacher Man.
I am Benjamin P. Montgomery. I invented a boat propeller. I am the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela.
Critically acclaimed spoken word artist, poet, writer, and the creator of Black on Purpose poetry TV series Wordplay. Patrick the Preacher Man Duncan is coming to a venue near you.
Why is the only time we can come together as a nation is when there are acts of insanity, chaos, or devastation.
Stay tuned to Beat Break 87 FM for updates on Patrick Duncan's upcoming arrival to your city. Visit cdbaby.com/CD/Patrick S. Duncan to order his latest album, What's Going On. Available online, including CD Baby and iTunes.
I want this high to have no affiliation to a political party. I want this high to be spiritual.
For more info, go to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
I remember
the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
A storage tank ruptured, and for miles, chemicals were pushing up against the riverbanks.
This was a big, big deal, and it was going to have a serious impact on communities up and down the river.
I remember the moment this local guy came up to me and said, "They call the guard out for this stuff?"
You probably thought we were all about hurricanes, tornadoes, fighting Mother Nature.
Hey, it's a chemical spill. It's a disaster.
It affects the water supply, threatens wildlife.
We're talking about the health of entire communities and people's livelihoods.
You bet we're ready for these kinds of things.
We were out there with booms to prevent the spill from expanding.
We were responsible for protecting and monitoring the sensitive wetlands.
I also remember the moment that same guy came up to me and said, "I don't know what we would have done if they hadn't called the guard up."
Learn more about how you can protect your friends, families, neighbors, and the environment. Everything that makes up your community. Go to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Georgia National Guard. Aired by the Georgia Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Previously on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Okay, so let me just throw this question out there. Say, for example, a Hollywood producer or a Hollywood director comes down and asks you signature, asks you Sharon or Sharon Ford's signature. We want to put a movie together and have both of you all do a lesbian scene or do some sort of scene where the both of you, Signature and Sharon, are kissing each other. $50 million for the both of you all to do a lesbian scene or to kiss each other. Would you or would you not take the offer?
50 million, me and Sharon to be kissing right now. And Lily and Kim. I ain't stopping. I want 50 million every lip.
The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Start your morning off right with Sean Garvey and the crew on BeatBreakRadioFM.com and HomeTeamRadio.com.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Beat Break Radio.
Previously on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Gerald Oliveri, the remix, BlackVibes.com. in the building. Now, Gerald, I gotta put you on the spot. From my understanding, you called out Head Crack.
Head Crack, yes!
From the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Yeah.
You are currently challenging head crack for a freestyle battle.
Yes, I am.
On the air.
Absolutely.
I want to give people a little taste real quick.
Straight off the dome. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You ready to do it?
Let's do it. Give me a beat.
Gerald Oliveri.
Kicking it on prime time is something I take serious. Make the crews furious when I turn them delirious. With the Beat Break Morning Show, we get down. Everybody knows that the sound is around. Everybody's coming back to the music with Sean Garvey, Andrea. We gonna use it. We gonna abuse it. We gonna beat it up like Ray Rice. It ain't nice. We're kicking it. I'm telling you, I'm ready. Head crack. Let's go.
The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Speaking of jokes, some of the funniest jokes I heard recently are from one Mr. Katt Williams.
Here you go,
Man,
I really don't know what's up. It's something in the water over there at B103. It is. It's something in the water because you got to remember, damn near every personality over there has gone through some bullshit of their own volition and then tried to play victim so they can get sympathy from the listeners. You got to think about it.
He can't just come back on the air and act like he done been there since 2000.
You might as well, because you figure that's why he left in the first place. Because there was about to be a lawsuit of epic proportions. But he left it against that damn station.
Yeah, but he had to come back and say something about it, so it wasn't out of place for him to do it. I totally get why he had to come out and say something. So that one was necessary. The other two I know you're going to reference, not necessarily so, but Frank had to come out and say something.
If you say so, but I'm like, but he still wasn't contrite. That was the fakest contrite apology I've ever heard in my life because nobody believed it.
So he apologized for cheating on his wife on the air?
Yes. He apologized for all that stuff, cheating on his wife.
Are they still together?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
She been left him.
Dang.
Should have left 10 years prior to that, but, you know, I digress. And, you know, the one that I hate over there, Tigger. Ooh.
Why do you hate Tigger? I like Tigger. I don't think that he's
Tigger
corny.
is not corny.
Tigger
Come on.
is corny as hell.
I don't think he's corny.
Second of all, he got mad because he cheated on Rudy. And then Rudy did him one better and went with the worst dude on the planet.
Rudy.
Yeah, she went with Ed Hartwell. That was a bad choice on her part.
The only one that's worse than Ed Hartwell is Kendu.
What's wrong with Kendu?
You know what's wrong with Kendu.
If that was a woman, there would be no problem. But because it's a man, Mary J. Blige's ex-husband.
Oh, never mind.
If a woman was doing that, it would be no problem. That is standard procedure. When women get divorced, they want their share.
Well, put it this way: that's what Ed Hartwell was doing. He did it with Lisa Wu, and he did it with Rudy.
I call it ATL. According to the law, that's what they're entitled to, and that's what women always say.
Double standard of all double standards. So that's why I'm saying he ended up cheating on him, and she did one better. Cheated on her, cheated on him back, and got pregnant while doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure she's not regretting having a baby. I mean, I'm sure she wanted one, so that probably isn't a loss for her, although all the stuff that Ed has been doing is, but the baby is not a loss. So,
and then like I said, yo boy, Mr. DJ.
DJ Nabs?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm not talking about Nabs.
I know, but like I said, he put it out there, so it's fair game. Like I said, if he was just shut up and just kept it an industry secret, we'd been all right with it. But like I said, he put it out there. He's fair game. And speaking of which, Yogi, did any fights break down at One Music Fest?
No.
So him and Nas wasn't on stage at the same time with Khaleesi in the background.
Does Nas even know who he is?
Yeah.
Does he know about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Figure shit. He done put it out there. It was on page 6 in the New York Post.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah. And then your girl, boy.
You've been waiting on
Sexy Wanda Smith.
Look, I knew as soon as this happened, I was like, oh, these gonna have a field day.
No, because my thing is, I used to be a comic. And it's just certain things that comics do. Comics roast other comics.
Yep.
Now, the first thing was Wanda was just trying to get her some popularity by bringing Katt Williams in there. Because if you remember, Katt Williams wasn't even supposed to be on the air. He was just there supporting Red Grant, his partner that he goes out on the road with, because Red had a show at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Katt told Wanda 15 times, no, I don't want to come on the air. But Wanda is like, I can get Katt Williams on my show. I can put this on my professional resume. It's like the same with us. Like if we get, DJ Scratch or DJ Jazzy Jeff up in there, yes, we're going to put that on our professional resume. And so that's what Wanda wanted to do. And everything was going great. Till Wanda said that her best dish was broccoli.
And she called him an inmate. Mistake jail for prison.
Then called him Little Mama. Said he had a perm. I'm like, come on, Wanda, you a comedian. You know these things. You know what to do and not to do. And then you got a new asshole rip.
Yeah.
And you gonna blame everybody else but you.
Blame the producer. Blame the station for putting it on there.
Oh, and Frank, he was having a field day laughing over.
You ain't got no choice but to laugh. Like I said, it was funny.
He tried to go to break twice. He tried to
go
go
I promise you, I heard that. He did try to go to break twice.
But the producer didn't go to break, so that was not his fault.
It wasn't even the producer, because every time that Frank wanted to go to break, Wanda would try to get in one last dig that wasn't funny, and then Katt showed her what a funny joke is like.
Which is crazy because she cracked on his hair, but then when he took his head off, he had like 14 inches of forehead. She could have cracked on all that, but she ain't say nothing about that. Like, she is not funny.
She could have said he got beat up by the middle schooler.
Right.
Yeah, that's so.
He said you can't. All that good stuff that he had.
I just don't like how she came back on air and tried to kind of play the victim. Like, I just wanted a violin to start playing in the back. Like,
no. Then Lamarris wants to call Frank and check him. And I'm like, that was such a bitch move.
Yeah, even Frank said that. He was like, your husband had no business calling me. This is business in here. He had no business calling.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so did you hear the second interview that Wanda did? So she compared herself to Jesus. I would never talk about anybody like that. Shouts out to Amanda Davis. Because you remember that interview, don't you, Gerald?
Yeah.
So Amanda Davis had the DUI. Wanda tried to just crucify her.
She always talking about people. That's why I have no sympathy for her.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
It was so true what Frank Ski said on the second interview. He said, now, Wanda, if you would have won that roast that battle, we wouldn't even have this conversation.
Yep.
It probably would not have went viral like that. But
no, it would have went viral because Katt would have lost. But all she had to do was like, yeah, Katt, you got me. I took this L.
Exactly.
And be done with it. But now you comparing yourself to Jesus, talking about you being persecuted like Jesus was, and all you were trying to do was get through that show so you can go to the homeless women's shelter and teach them how to be a role model to the homeless women at the shelter.
Oh my God.
Oh,
and I'm sitting up here looking at my radio like, this bitch, really?
I seriously thought she was going to cry. I was like,
she tried to.
I was like, is she crying?
I was watching a live stream, and she just had this look on her face like she was just being done so wrong. Like she was putting on the performance. It was terrible. So, and then the after effects were her husband chasing Katt Williams with the gun.
And I was like, this can't be real. This cannot be real. But then I hollered at Zoo, and Zoo was like, yes, it's real. That nigga came with a gun and chased Katt Williams into a food depot. And the thing is, you cannot make this shit up.
Yeah.
If you could make it up, you would be in Hollywood as the most successful writer on this planet.
It was on TMZ. You see a video of Katt Williams still talking shit to everybody. He's talking, going back and forth. And then I guess they just had enough. Somebody placed him in there.
And Katt running down the frozen food aisle. Food depot.
Wow. That's crazy.
It sounds like a movie, right?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like that. And if so, like, it don't get that serious. You pulling out a gun on somebody, like.
And her husband is big as hell.
This dude is 6'2", 370.
And you know how small Katt is. What do you need a gun for?
Exactly.
Sit on him. I'm like, bump him with your shoulder. I'm like, come on, dude. Really?
Like, a little nudge. Like.
I'm like, Lamar, you need to go back.
That would have been better than a gun.
He need to go back to singing karaoke for real.
I'm actually surprised that she wasn't suspended. Yeah. However, I understand now because the sympathy show got probably just as many views as the actual roast, because everybody wanted to tune in and hear what she said. But you think about it, if I'm the producer or owner of the station, I can't have my host chasing the guests with guns because they don't like.
She lost all kinds of credibility.
Asked him to come on the show.
Yeah. So, and you could tell in the interview, even when they were asking him questions in the beginning, he had, I don't know who said it, he had his rich white woman stance on. He was just kind of like, kind of arrogant, just like, yeah, I do this. I've done so many shows. I've done more than Richard Pryor. I've done more than this.
And he was calm. He was even demeaned. He kicked facts. He wasn't making up shit. And so, like I said, I don't know the story about Tiffany Haddish and white husband.
No.
Okay, so he said that she had a white husband for 14 years and that he abused her. But when he got famous, she said, she said that he didn't. And she said that she wanted to smash Brad Pitt. And I remember that. And the funny part about it, Tiffany Haddish, is there's a lot of people not liking her anyway because she would fuck her mouth shut.
That is true.
Beyonce.
That is true.
Really?
Yeah.
So
the Drake thing. I'm just like, okay, Tiffany, like.
Yeah, so, and then I told y'all from jump, I never thought she was funny.
She's not. Katt Williams told the truth.
I never thought that she was funny. Now
I think she's funny. She has her funny moments on, like, she's a movie.
Oh,
somebody's writing it.
She's a good comedic actress.
It's the same thing with Martin Lawrence, and it's the same thing with Kevin Hart.
You're a millennial. It was really good.
No, Kevin Hart has a good stand-up. Even the old ones.
Hart in movies.
You don't like
movies. I'm tired of him in movies, but his stand-up, I'm sorry.
I've never laughed at a Kevin Hart stand-up.
Oh man,
he's not my favorite, but I think that he's great. And what's even better is his Red Cup boys that come out before him. They are so funny. Honestly, I think that if they just had a show by themselves, like, they can take the show, away from Kevin Hart, because they're great. They're very funny. And then Kevin Hart has a great show as well.
Okay, but back to Tiffany though. Somebody writes something funny for her. She was the best thing in Girls Trip. I'll go ahead and put that out there.
But his point was she jumped over several comedians who paid a lot more dues. But I don't have a problem with that because everybody can't get on just because you didn't put in time.
Hilarious.
There can only be one black female comedian at a time that can get famous. Because you remember, it was Leslie Jones before Tiffany Haddish. She was doing her thing. She was doing Saturday Night Live, and then Ghostbusters, and then she got mad because somebody was joining her on Twitter. Yeah, because, keep it real. Anybody in here would smash Leslie Jones? Anybody?
Would you do a player? Would you do a play? If you was drunk, you would smash Leslie Jones?
Ain't that much tequila in the world, player.
Man.
And I've had that much tequila. Ain't that much tequila in the world to do Leslie Jones.
Man.
When she did that that commercial, she was put over to the she was put over the side in the Mustang in the roadside dude. Hey, no.
I cannot with
No, he telling the truth. He telling the truth. Shame the devil.
So there can only be one black female comedian at a time, and right now it's Tiffany Haddish's turn, and she's gonna keep this. She's gonna keep this for a minute because I really don't see anybody on the horizon that's gonna overtake her anytime soon.
Shout outs to Just Hilarious.
Nah, unless she do some movies and some TVs. Right now she's just internet famous.
What about the girl who you talking about?
Watch Jazzy.
Watch Jazzy, yeah.
She's just internet famous.
Yeah, she's internet. And there's a slew of new comics like using social media as a platform to do that. And I can also respect that too. But I think that, like I was saying, there's different lanes, and I think that Tiffany Haddish. I wouldn't say that she's not funny. I can understand where y'all coming from. I haven't seen her stand up or anything like that.
Well, that's what we talking about.
And as I said, she hasn't done it. But I will say, like, as far as like her personality, well, from what I've seen, like in movies and things of that nature, I think that she does do well, even if it's like scripted out or prepared.
Yeah, she was good in Girls Trip.
So I can understand her success, even though it doesn't look like other people's success.
Now, don't get me wrong. I felt some kind of way when he did Hannibal.
Yeah, he did. He dissed a lot of comedians.
I felt some kind of way when he did Hannibal because I like Hannibal Buress. I do.
Hannibal ain't that funny.
Dos margaritas, por favor. Hannibal Buress is hilarious.
Hannibal ain't that funny, man.
So Gerard Carmichael, I felt that because his show.
I love Gerard.
His show
I love
is good.
Carmichael show.
His stand-up is mediocre at best. Jay Farrell's stand-up is mediocre at best. Why in the hell Marlon Wayans came out with a stand-up special? I haven't the slightest idea.
His stand-up was okay. The special, it was okay.
It did. Because pretty much all of them, there haven't been any just breakthrough stand-up specials in a minute. Even Dave Chappelle came out with 4 of them. Only 2 of them were funny.
Yeah, true.
2 of them were funny.
Chris Rock was funny.
Chris Rock had moments.
I love Chris Rock. That's my favorite comedian.
Chris Rock had moments. But it wasn't as gut-bustingly funny as, Bigger and Blacker.
Oh, well, no. I mean, yeah, but it was still good.
She has her lane. She has her lane with the ratchets and the gay people in Atlanta. That's her demographic.
I hated when they put her on with Ryan. He didn't need her. I hated when they put her on with Ryan because Ryan didn't need her.
So, because you remember, all Wanda always used to talk about was going to the damn outlet and buying purses, making bus trips up there. And so I remember her stand up when she used to do it 20 years ago. It wasn't funny.
Nope.
Because all she did was just tell Miami jokes with gold tooth jokes and twerking jokes. And if you can imagine what Wanda Smith looks like and you can imagine that twerking, no. Maybe Sean would, but not the kid. No.
Maybe if he gets drunk enough, he would smash Wanda Smith. No Lamorris. But, yeah.
Well, Sean can't sing karaoke. Sean can't sing karaoke though, so he had no chance at Wanda. None.
Yeah, but kind of wrapping up the issue though. I'm glad she got roasted. She deserved it. The station profited off of it tremendously, and they got a lot of pub. They were gonna keep pushing it. Her whole fake victim attitude was out of place, and it is what it is. I hope the only thing I can hope that comes out of this, I'm hoping though that going forward she isn't such an ass to the comedians and the guests that she has come in there, because some of the other comedians, like I can't remember, I think it was Corey somebody, he put on Twitter, Corey Holcomb, he was like, I'm glad this happened because she has been a pain to work with. He loves coming up to Atlanta, but he hates going to V103. He said that on Twitter.
And plus, the Frank Wanda Morning Show, that is the fakest show on this planet. Because you remember that time Frank was trying to high sign when Jay-Z came up in there and he was talking about, yo, Jay, man, when we gonna hang out, man? It's whack, really.
No, I ain't gonna go that far.
Shout out to Ramona. I love Ramona.
Joyce, you gotta love Joyce.
Love Joyce.
You definitely gotta love
Yeah.
Greg Street is an
like
great icon. Yes, he is a legend.
I like Tigger, even though you don't like Tigger.
I like Tigger too.
I like Tigger.
Yeah, we done named the damn near the whole lineup. So I mean, what do you mean you don't like?
Yeah. I like this station.
So except for the weekend,
coming from with Wanda though. Yeah.
So, oh well. So
the remix takeover.
That's what we're gonna give V103. That's it.
I like V103. I turn to V103 when I get in the car.
Except V103 is the one I turn to.
Yeah, except I don't like that they put that other person on the morning show. I don't like that character. It's just over the top. It's too much. I don't even know the name.
They gelled together.
And then the thing is, you can't even say that you don't like it. You be accused of gay bashing.
Right. I just don't like.
I'm the first one to say I do not like Miss Sophia.
Oh, that's the name,
Mr. Sophia.
Oh yeah, as Ryan used to say, he used to say he when he was about to quit. He kept calling her he. So yeah. He didn't like it either.
It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Break Morning Show. Good morning, Sean Garvey, DJ Rollum, Sharia Thomas, Diamond Love, and Sheriff Fat. We are the Beat Break Morning Show crew in the studio with the Remix crew. And before we let you all go ahead and give out your social media handles and where people can follow you all at.
Hey, you can follow me at Tierra Talk, TIERRA Talk, on Instagram. Also on Twitter, but I'm honestly not on Twitter that much. But on Instagram, Tierra Talk. I'm also on Facebook too. You can find me through the ATL Remix channel on Facebook.
Everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, ATL Remix. Specifically on Facebook, ATL Remix is like our fan page. And then we also have a super secret listeners group. If you want to go to facebook.com/groups/ATL Remix and join that, you can, and connect with some of the listeners. And we actually post special things in there. So once again, it's facebook.com/groups/ATL Remix. And it's called the Remix Listeners Group.
You can holler at your man Big D at 65, the number 65 Phenom, PHENO, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
It's the one and only DJ Yogi. Just hit me on Twitter and Instagram. I am DJ Yogi, like the bear. So I am DJ YOGI.
Her handle is at Alone in Atlanta on Twitter. At Alone in Atlanta. Twitter only.
Alone in Atlanta. How long is she going to be alone in Atlanta?
Work it out, player.
When you going to step up?
Work it out, player.
No, we're talking about the other Brittany.
You asking? You asking?
Nah, he got player tendencies. You know, Brittany ain't going to fall for that.
And I really appreciate you guys for coming to the Beat Break Morning Show. Much more success to your show, and definitely keep doing your thing. It's Friday night going into Saturday morning, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. WRFG 89.3 FM, WRFG.org. I was about to call out another station call letters, but WRFG.org. Check them out and keep doing your thing, man. And then next year, I'm gonna try to get y'all to be nominated for ATL's Hottest Awards. The hottest radio show of the year.
Do it.
Appreciate it.
Let's do it, man. Hey, it's the Beat Break Morning Show with the Remix crew.
Hey, y'all ready for the party to be over? Y'all ready to go home?
It's the Beat Break Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
The views and opinions expressed on the Beat Break do not necessarily reflect those of your job, your lifestyle, or your social life. If you don't like what you've heard on the Beat Break Radio, thank you for listening to Beat Break Radio.